How's it going, y'all? I'm back 7 months later. If you want my previous update on what's been happening with me, 20 years old, no money, no future. That video is the first video that pops up on my homepage. So I suggest you watch it. Amazing stories of everything happening in your guys' life. You know, I got people asking, hey, what's happening with you? You know, update. You know, are you doing okay? So what has been happening since May 16th? In June, I got a new job. I was previously not working for basically the whole 2025 until June. One of my dad's friends, he offered me a position working on the road, you know, construction. He's a great guy. I respect him a lot. I'm still with them currently. I'll get into that in a second, though. So I'm starting to work. I'm making money again. This is in June. Kind of getting back on my feet. You know, it was a setback. I took all my savings out. I had nothing. But I was coming back a little bit. You know, now that I had money coming in, I'm like, oh, hey, how can I get myself in a better position for 2026? You know, just to kind of, you know, repo back from previous mistakes. The biggest way to set myself up for the next few years was to pay my car off early. I had a whole system that I thought about since like 2024. It worked out for me. I now have my car paid off 2 years early on my payments. I get my title coming in next week. I'm very excited about it. When that title comes in, I'm putting it in my file cabinet in my closet. I'm so excited. Got my car paid off. That took a few months, but ultimately it's paid off. It's done. No more car payments. Cool. What else have I been doing? Well, I guess not a whole lot besides that. I did go to a Playboi Carti concert a few weeks ago. That was probably the best day this year. I want to go back. I will go back next year. It's going to be great. We're going to be in the pit. It's going to be lit. It's the end of the year, and I'm the new guy. It's a small business, but they're a big business, if that makes sense. I'm not getting any hours. I haven't worked for the past 2-3 weeks now. You know, and it's fine. I get it. It's the end of the year. They're kind of shutting things down, getting ready to work in the shop, and then that's when I'll be working again. I respect these guys a lot. So, you know, I'm just kind of waiting for being able to work again. So in the meantime, what I've been doing is working on my channel. I've seen real progress. I'm uploading every week, shorts and reels every day, and then I'm starting to live stream too. I live stream at night, so if you ever want to pop in, you know, it's going to be real late because that's when my roommate gets home, and I don't want to stream by myself because it's kind of weird. So that's the thing I'm mostly proud of for this second half of the year is my channel. I'm gonna keep going, and that's really all I got right now. By me saying that's all I really got, you know, everything's just gonna kind of work out eventually. I can't really explain it, but this is like the only future that I can possibly have right now, or I guess this is the only career that I kind of have right now, you know, and if it worked out, you know, then this is the career path that I would take. I didn't go to college. I didn't try in school. So my GPA was like the bottom 50 of my class. You know, I got no savings, so I can't really make any money moves necessarily right now. So this is all I really got. If I don't get work or enough work to really make money, I'm going to have to get a new job, and that kind of sucks because I do like these guys a lot. I've learned a lot from them. They're a different type of people than what I'm used to, and it's nice being in a environment that you're not necessarily comfortable with. I like it. I like the uncomfortable. So this isn't much, but it's an update. That's really all I got that I wanted to get across with this video. I'm going to take this second half of the video and talk about being humble. I used to be snotty in all honesty, I think. I was very self-centered, with what I did. And, after what happened in January, it was kind of like, oh, hey, I'm not different necessarily from other people, like I am, because I'm my own person, but you get what I mean. We're all kind of the same. And I can wish on doing things differently, treating people differently, or just kind of dealing with things differently, but I can't. So what can I do now? Improve on that. And I'm still 20. So yes, I'm unk. But 6'7", that's so unk. Okay, we're cutting that out. I know I'm unk, being 20 and all, but I don't feel old or nothing. And for y'all who are young still, you will be humbled when you get older, because you'll see, oh shit, I'm not that much different from other people. Even though you are, because you're your own person and all that. Never mind. This second part was a dud. We're going to change this to a different subject. If you're ever trying to explain something to someone, but you don't know how to explain it, you don't know what you're talking about, so don't act like you know what you're talking about, because you're unable to explain what you're talking about. So take that word of advice and stay humble and keep grinding. That's about all I got. We're looking a lot better. I'm in a better mental, and we're going to keep going. No matter what, time's going to keep on going, so whether or not you choose to go with it, that's up to you. I do struggle with that still, with, I'll say nostalgia, but, it's how it goes. I'm doing good. I'm in a better headspace. What the? No, don't smoke.
Change the world. My final message.